Welcome back to Truck Pros. Now, I told you before the break we were going to talk about alcohol injection, and we brought in a professional, after all, this is Truck Pros, to do that, one of the foremost experts in the industry. This is Dan Labonte with Labonte MotorSports. And Dan, you've brought a system that we can install on this 2007 Dodge with the Cummins diesel, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Why do we want alcohol injection? What's it going to do?
Well, what we got going on here on this Cummins is you see he's got the edge box on here. So what guys will do is they'll put that on there looking for additional horsepower and torque. What happens is when you put more fueling in there, the EGTs go way up and it gets dangerous for operating the motor. What the water methanol does is it's going to cool that inlet air charge down significantly, and it's going to result in a more complete fuel burn. So it translates into cooler temperatures, drops down EGTs, and additional horsepower.
So additional horsepower gives us better mileage?
That is correct.
Wow. Now, you said water ethanol, so it's a mixture.
Yeah, most guys will run a mixture of 50-50 water and methanol. And that's good for about 50 to 70 horse. That's the rear wheels. Also, you can run straight window washer fluid.
No, wait a minute now. Window washer fluid.
Yeah, window washer fluid. A minus 20 window washer fluid is about 30% methanol and the rest is water. So you can pour that straight in and get gains all day long.
So you don't have to worry about where to find your methanol at. You just go up to the local auto parts place. Wait till they have a sale on the stuff, right?
Yeah,
Buck a gallon.
Buck a gallon, pour it straight in and have at it.
All right, let's get this done. What do we do first?
First thing we're going to do is we'll probably start with the tank install in the back. That's what we've got is a 6-gallon methanol tank for the diesel system. And that gives you some good range and good towing capacity with it.
All right, what's the first thing we do? We're going to drill a hole. What's that for?
The hole in the bed is to allow the fuel line access to the tank and to run it up into the motor and the engine.
Okay, and then we drill a 7/8 hole in the tank itself.
That allows us, we got a slick little tap there. Allows the guy to put it wherever he wants to facilitate install. You just tighten the nut once you put the fitting in the hole, and that's good to go. Okay,
so we've installed the tank right there. We've run the fuel line up through the hole that we pre-drilled. Now it's going into a pump.
Yeah, that's correct. This is the fuel pump we use in the systems. It's capable of making up to 250 psi. So the higher the pressure, the better atomization you're going to get.
And where are we going to mount that?
This is going to mount right on the support member, right on the underside of the truck. So we'll put it in right there. We'll run a fuel line into it, and we'll extend right up to the rest of the engine.
All right, so we've run the fuel line out of the tank, also with a 12-volt wire. That's for our pump down there, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. 12-volt wire is going to go to the control module and send a signal to the pump.
Okay, we've run that underneath the truck and brought it up here in the engine compartment. So what's next?
What's next is we've got some fluid control solenoids that are going to control the on-off characteristics of the injectors. We're going to drill and tap this cast piece right here in the intake of the motor for our nozzles. We're also going to just thread right in from the outside, the standard 1/8 inch NPT pipe thread. From there, once we get those guys installed, we just connect up the brain box and we're good to go.
All right, next it looks like you've got it all drilled and tapped, and you've inserted 3 different things there after tapping, and now we're going to put the intake back on.
Yeah, that's correct. We've got the atomizing spray nozzles right on the back. We got an extra fitting in there so we can read boost pressure off the manifold. We're going to get this bolted down, and then next we'll connect up the solenoids for fluid control, wire them up to the electrical control signals of our brain box right here.
Now the next thing we have to do is bring the fuel into the solenoid, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We got this line right here, and we use all these push-to-lock fittings. Makes it real quick and easy. So the solenoids are labeled in and out, gives you flow direction. You just push it in, and it's in there. So nice, quick, easy lock and very secure.
All right, looks like we're all installed now and everything's checking out good. What are we going to do, Dan?
Well, right now we got the monitor all set up here. What we've got is the injector duty cycle. That's what tells us how much fueling is going into the engine. We can read boost pressure, and this is going to show us how much water methanol is going in there. Pretty easy to set up. On the display screen, we got the D59 for Dodge 5.9 liter. That's the engine model of it. On the setup screen, we're going to tell it what size nozzles we got. So we've got a pre-injection, an M2 nozzle installed in there. We'll go up to the M10, their main nozzle. Right there. And we've got the horsepower set roughly about 400 for this truck right now. and we got the start boost set at about 12 psi is where the main injection is going to come on. So that's pretty much it. Real easy user interface, touchscreen, navigate, allows you to set it. You can adjust the gain on the fly if you want more meth or less, depending on if you're towing a big load or not. So,
excellent, very well done. Stay tuned. More Truck Pros after this.